Morning guys, just a quick revision of scatter graphs today. We're going to look at a GCSE question and see if we can answer every part and remind ourselves of all the skills we've got to do. Okay, so here's my question. The table shows the average temperatures in winter and summer for 10 cities across Europe. So the winter temperatures here and the summer temperatures. I imagine that's each city. Okay, 10 cities. First part, plot the points on the scatter graph, and I've tick that off because I've already done it there. Okay, here's my scatter graph. We've got winter along the bottom, summer up the side, and we've plotted all the points. Little crosses along. You might have to plot points accurately. That might be part of your GCSE questions. Next, describe the correlation shown between winter and summer. Okay, just remind ourselves of correlation. As we read from the left to the right, if it's generally going upwards, it's positive. As we read left to right, if it's generally going downwards, it's negative. And as we read left to right, if it's going all over the place, there's no correlation. So this one here, generally as we go left to right, not very much, but it's going upwards. So this is our positive correlation. Okay, so I can tick that one off now as well. I've done that one. Next, add a line of best fit to your graph. Right, for this I'm going to need a ruler. Right, got my nice see-through ruler here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and line it up so that it's covering most of the points. I know that's going to sound weird, but if you remember, what we're trying to do is cover most of our points in the graph. So something like that. That seems to get most of them within those bounds. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw really, really lightly. I'm going to draw lines top and bottom. They're almost guides for me. Okay? So top and bottom, 2 lines. Just get rid of my ruler now. Okay, so the actual mark scheme is going to have boundaries like that. So all you have to do to be successful is make sure that your line of best fit is somewhere in the middle of those, ideally bang in the middle of what you've just drawn. Okay, so I'm going to take my ruler again, and I'm going to line it up as close to the middle as I can of those. Be really careful. If you have a tendency to draw something like that, you can see that that's going to go outside of my lines, and that is not going to get the marks. So we need to make sure it's within the boundaries all the way along, from the start to the end. So once I've got it where I want it, I'm going to draw my line of best fit. I'm actually going to draw that in red, so it's nice and clear. Okay, goes all the way from the start of the graph, the first axis, all the way to the end and outside. And to finish up, I'm just going to rub out my guidelines because I don't want the examiner to think that I was drawing 3 different lines of best fit. So there we go, those guidelines have gone, and I have now added my line of best fit. Another city has a winter temperature of 10 degrees. Use your line of best fit to estimate its average summer temperature. Now be really careful. This one said winter temperature of 10 degrees. Okay, so I need to make sure I go to the winter scale. Sometimes you might have to go to the summer scale. On the winter scale, I'm going to go and find 10 degrees, and I'm going to use my ruler again and draw straight up till I hit that line. Okay, just going to line it up here. And I'm going to draw straight up until just touching my line of best fit. Then I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to spin it round, and I'm going to line it up. You can see I'm a bit off straight there. That's going to give me a wrong reading. I need to line it up with the grid lines on the graph, so it's nice and parallel, nice and flat. Okay, drawing from the point on the line across. You absolutely have to draw on your graph. Once you've got your line of best fit, you're expected to use your graph to draw off. Reading that off, I can see that the winter temp was 10. In the summer, it's going to be about 22 or so. So there we have it. We've done our final thing. So thinking again, what are you going to have to do with scatter graphs? Potentially plot some points, potentially describe a correlation, adding lines of best fit, and then using your lines of best fit by drawing on the graph to read from the graph from one scale to the other. Thanks guys, best of luck.